Today's devotional comes from Luke chapter 14, verses 12 through 14. He said also to the man who had invited him, "When you give a dinner or a banquet, do not invite your friends or your brothers or your relatives or rich neighbors, lest they also invite you in return and you be repaid. But when you give a feast, invite the poor, the crippled, the lame, the blind, and you will be blessed because they cannot repay you, for you will be repaid at the resurrection of the just."
You may have heard of the marshmallow experiment conducted by Stanford University in the late 1960s. Researchers presented children with a choice. They could choose to eat one marshmallow now or wait 15 minutes and then they could have 2 marshmallows. These children were tracked for decades and the results served to be interesting. The report found that those who could delay gratification tended to have better life outcomes, including higher SAT scores, lower BMI, better social skills, and greater financial stability. We can see a similar pattern being played out in the passage that was read. Jesus was among those invited to the home of a ruler of the Pharisees. When Jesus observed how those who were invited vied for places of honor at the table, he showed them how foolish it was to do so, because they might overstep their influence and be asked to move to a less prominent place. Rather, it would be better to seek a lowly place so he might be encouraged by the master to move to a more honorable place. Jesus then said to the man who had invited him that when he had a feast, he should not invite the rich and the famous, thinking that they might honor him in return, but rather to invite the lowly and poor who were not able to reciprocate. Jesus goes on, and this is where it gets interesting. He goes on to give the reason for suggesting this. Jesus says something radical and countercultural. Jesus said, if you invite the poor, crippled, the lame, and the blind, those who cannot repay you, you will be blessed by God and repaid at the resurrection of the just. If you delay honor and recognition now, you will receive it later. Rather than living a self-serving life now, serve others in humility now and receive blessing and honor in the future at the resurrection of the just. Just think about that and have a nice day.